Rapunzel. There was once a man and a woman who had long in vain wished for a child. At length it appeared that God was about to grant their desire. These people had a little window at the back of their house from which a splendid garden could be seen, which was full of the most beautiful flowers and herbs. It was, however, surrounded by a high wall, and no one dared to go into it because it belonged to a witch, who had great power and was dreaded by all the world. One day the woman was standing by the window and looked down into the garden. She saw a bed which was planted with the most beautiful bellflower, and its roots looked so fresh and green that she longed for it. She quite pined away and began to look pale and miserable. Her husband was alarmed and asked, "What ails you, dear wife?" "Oh," she replied, "if I can't eat some of that root which is in the garden behind our house, I shall die." The man who loved her thought, "Sooner than let your wife die, bring her some of the root yourself, let it cost what it will." At twilight he clambered down over the wall into the garden of the witch, hastily clutched a handful of the root, and took it to his wife. She at once made herself a salad of it and ate it greedily. It tasted so very good to her that the next day she longed for it 3 times as much as before. If he was to have any rest, her husband knew he must once more descend into the garden. Therefore, in the gloom of the evening, he let himself down again, but when he was clambering down the wall, he was terribly afraid, for he saw the witch standing before him. "How can you dare," said she with an angry look, "descend into my garden and steal my plants like a thief? You shall suffer for it." "Oh," answered he, "let mercy take the place of justice. I only made up my mind to do it out of necessity. My wife saw your bellflower from the window, and felt such a longing for it that she would have died if she had not gotten some to eat." The witch allowed her anger to be softened, and said to him, "If the case be as you may, I will allow you to take away with you as much as you will. Only I make one condition: you must give me the child which your wife will bring into the world. It shall be well treated, and I will care for it like a mother." The man in his terror consented to everything. When the woman gave birth to the child, the witch appeared, gave the child the name of Rapunzel, and took it away with her.